Welcome back to Rod Reacts to India. I'm pretty excited because I love learning about technology, and apparently there's alien technology in this video, possibly. It's the Kailasa Temple in Ellora Caves. So I don't know anything about this temple. This will be a complete learning experience for me. I love old architecture around the world. I love it. I just love looking at the designs and trying to figure out how they were built, because it just blows my mind that things way in the past, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, if not thousands, were built so massive and so on point and so beautifully. It's just mind-blowing to think how these things were built. So we're going to check out this video out. Maybe it'll answer some questions. Maybe it'll open up some new questions. I don't know, but let's check it out.
Hey guys, this is the world-famous Kailasa Temple at Ellora, and let's look objectively into who could have built this amazing structure. By the end of this video, I hope you will agree with me that our history is completely wrong, and that this temple was built by a very advanced civilization.
I wonder if he made some people mad when he said that maybe, we're wrong about it. I don't know. Convince us. Convince me. Convince me.
What's so special about this temple?
That's beautiful.
This temple was not constructed by adding stone blocks, but an entire mountain was carved to create this temple.
You're telling me it's made out of like one stone, one side of a mountain. My goodness, how long could that take? That had to take, I don't even want to guess. How many years and years and years and years did this possibly take? It had to take a long time. How? How do you do this?
This is the only temple in the whole world where a mountain was cut out from the top to create a structure. In all other temples and caves, even in Ellora and rest of the world, the rock was cut from the front and carved as they went along.
Right.
The whole world has followed a rock cutting technique called cut-in monolith.
Right. Makes
while
sense.
Kailasa Temple is the only one that has used the exact opposite technique called cut-out monolith. To see why this rock cutting technique is so different, let's take a look at this pillar that's over 100 feet tall. Notice how small human beings look when compared to this pillar.
Right.
Normally, to create such a huge pillar, it would take years of work carving accurately on a huge rock. But this pillar was carved by scooping out all the pieces of mountain around it. You can imagine the...
So they carved, or they scoop down, or they carve downwards? How do you do that and make it so square, so perfect?
Amount of rock which has been removed to create this pillar. Historians and archaeologists are confused because of the sheer amount of rock that was removed in this temple.
Exactly.
Archaeologists confirm that over 400,000 tons of rock had to be scooped out, which would have taken not years, but centuries of human labor.
Centuries.
Historians have no record of such a monstrous task, and they think that this temple was built in less than 18 years. Let's do a simple math and see if historians could be right. I'm going to assume that people worked every day for 18 years and for 12 hours straight with no breaks at all.
Yeah, but how many people? We don't know that answer, though. That's another part of the equation, isn't it not?
I'm going to ignore rainy days, festivals, wartime, and assume that people work like robots ceaselessly. I'm also going to ignore the time taken to create intricate carvings and complex engineering design and planning, and just focus on the removal of rock.
That's ignoring a lot of the work just there, ignoring the carving. That would take years upon years upon years.
If 400,000 tons of rock were removed in 18 years, 22,000 tons of rock had to be removed every year.
Right.
This means that 60 tons of rock was removed every day, which gives us 5 tons of rock removed every hour. I think we can all agree that it's not even possible today
I don't think
to
so.
remove 5 tons of rock from a mountain every hour. Not even with the so-called advanced machines we have.
It'd be hard to do.
So if it's not
Today.
humanly possible, was it done by humans at all? Was this created with the help of extraterrestrial intelligence?
But it could have been more than 18 years, right? It could have been, who knows? It could have been 50 years. Who knows? It could have been 100 years, right? We don't know how many years it took. They're just guessing or estimating, you know? So that's another part of the equation that you could throw in there that could make it more believable that people actually did it. But I'm here to listen about this alien technology he's about to talk about.
Now, forget about creating such an extraordinary structure. Can human beings at least destroy this temple? In fact, Aurangzeb, a Muslim king, employed 1,000 workers to completely demolish this temple.
That's so sad.
In 1682, he ordered that the temple be destroyed
Man.
so that there would be no trace of it.
God, it's not part of my history, but it is part of the world's history, and it pisses me off when people want to destroy things. Kind of like when ISIS destroyed, I think they destroyed a temple here recently in the last few years. It really freaking pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie.
Records show that 1,000 people worked for 3 years and they could only do a very minimal damage. They could break and disfigure a few statues here and there, but they realized it's just not possible to completely destroy this temple.
Oh my God.
Aurangzeb finally gave up on this impossible task. Note that this attempted destruction is very similar to another mysterious structure called the Menkaure's Pyramid in Egypt. Another Muslim ruler wanted all the pyramids to be destroyed and started his work from the Menkaure's Pyramid. After years of trying, he was only able to make a small dent on the pyramid. He gave up too. Were all these indestructible structures around the world created by extraterrestrials? Is that why human beings are not even able to destroy them? In fact, archaeologists agree that Kailasa Temple was created before any other temple in the Ellora Cave complex.
Wow.
Could this have been built centuries before human beings started carving other temples nearby? Is this why the
Maybe aliens built it, and maybe, you know, later on, years later, human beings tried to copy. I don't know. What's the answer? I don't know. I don't know.
architecture, the design, and the size is so much better and bigger than other temples? If it was built by humans, it's logical to expect that the rock cutting techniques and design would become better over time. People would gain more experience and knowledge and make better structures in the future.
That makes sense.
However, the Kailasa Temple is the oldest and the biggest temple carved with engineering perfection. Unlike other temples, the Kailasa is the only temple that's visible from the air.
Wow.
Out of 34 temples, all carved side by side, Kailasa Temple stands out and you can see it while flying over it.
That's impressive.
Is this just a coincidence? Or was it designed for people to see it from the air, like Nazca Lines of Peru? Even on Google Earth, the aerial view of Kailasa Temple clearly shows an X mark.
Yeah,
this is how it looks
does.
from the top, and you can see a circular design that is studded with 4 lines that create this huge X mark.
Right.
Was this created as a signal for extraterrestrials who can spot the location while flying?
Very well
Unlike
done.
other temples of Ellora, notice how well its rectangular design is oriented with all the 4 directions. its entrance faces perfectly to the west. Is this another coincidence too? Unlike most other temples of Ellora, this temple has bridges that connect towers,
Yeah.
rainwater harvesting systems, drainage systems, hidden underground passages, secret peepholes that can show people walking in, elaborate balconies in different areas,
This is so impressive.
and complex stairways that connect multiple levels. And all of this had to be planned accurately before they started carving the mountain.
Right.
For example, you cannot carve these two structures separately and then decide to build a bridge later. No connecting rocks or external rocks were used at all.
Right. Had to be
And
planned.
everything was carved perfectly from one mountain. Do you still believe that this was done with chisels, hammers, and pickaxes by people with limited mathematical and architectural knowledge?
It's almost near possible that it was, but maybe we're cutting the people from the past short. Maybe they're a lot smarter than we know. Maybe, I don't know. This video is leaving more questions than answering questions. Do you feel me?
I hope we can all agree that the Kailasa Temple was built by a much advanced civilization, whether it originated in Earth or elsewhere. I'm finding a lot of mysterious places like this, so please do subscribe to my channel. Your opinion is very valuable, whether you agree with me or not, so please do leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and talk to you soon.
Absolutely. I love this guy. This guy is awesome. The man that created this channel. He's so smart. He's so brilliant. And he left me with so many more questions. I wanted questions answered, and he brought me more questions. But it just makes me think of who created it? Who are these people? How did they live? What did they know that we don't know? You know? What did they know that we don't know if they created this massive, beautiful temple with all these carvings in it, bridges and just all of it, you know, drainage systems. Like, these people were brilliant back then. Like he said, we're supposed to get smarter over time. And nobody could copy the temple nearby. Nobody. You think they would if they could, right? I do. And another part of this video that pissed me off is when some kind of dictator, some kind of ruler, or somebody trying to take over the world or somebody's land wants to destroy history. That pisses me off. I don't care what country you're from. We learn from history. We learn from artifacts. We learn from past mistakes. And when somebody comes along to erase it, I almost cussed. It really makes my blood boil. It makes my blood boil. It makes me mad. But anyway, it left so many more questions, and I don't have the answers. Maybe somebody will. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Comment down below and let me know. And let me know what I should react to next. Let me know where you're from. But for now, I'll see you next time. Peace.